Alright, welcome back to Wind Waker. Last time I completed the very long Earth Temple, and this time I'm going to go ahead and start the journey that will make my way up to the next temple. And if you did not do Ice Ring Isle before I completed the Earth Temple, then you can do it now. Like I said, you don't really have to do it until you get to this point. However, though, I just decided to do them both early, or not early, but I decided to do them both at the same time just because I didn't want to have to do it now. So, anyway, I went ahead and I warped over to Outset Island, and I'm just going to go north one square over to the Five-Eye Reef because I'm going to be salvaging treasure. And actually in this video, I'm going to complete my entire sea chart. So, yeah, by the end of this video, you won't see that annoying fish guy anymore. Not that he's annoying, it's just he talks too much. But that's fine, because after this video, I won't have to deal with him. Also, that's what happens whenever you get in those small wind cyclones there. Nothing bad. Anyway, I'm going to open up treasure chart 12, and you'll notice this is still sped up because, come on, I hate the reeds, the cannons. I got hit once, and I just wanted this to go by fast. I even accidentally got out of my boat too, just because I haven't played Wind Waker in a few days, and I kind of wasn't that familiar with the controls. Look at that, I got knocked out of the boat again. I hate the reefs. It's probably my least favorite thing in this game, other than Floor Masters. Anyway, this treasure right here is not really important. As you may have guessed, silver rupee. Big surprise, right? Well, finally, that is all I have to do for reefs, pretty sure. Now let me go ahead and warp again. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and warp over to Windfall Island because that square that's just north of it is where I need to go. So, go ahead and warp there and then head north once you get there. Very nice. I will say that one treasure chart that was, or that one treasure chest that was from the treasure chart here on Windfall Island was quite a joke. And I found out that in Wind Waker HD, it was actually replaced with 50 rupees, so it wouldn't feel quite as useless. But rupees aren't really all that important to me anymore, because there's really no other instance in this game where you'll need a lot of rupees. As you can see, I'm at 2,000 rupees right now, so I have quite a lot. Anyway, this is finally it. The last island to add on your sea chart. It's a pretty big moment. If you were like me and you purchase a lot of bait, well, then you would have made this possible. This is Gale Island. And, I mean, just much like Headstone Islands, the only purpose of this island is to house the other temple. So, anyway, over here, go ahead and sail on over to the island, and if you look closely, you'll notice that there's a huge wind source blowing, so that's where the iron boots come in. We're definitely going to need them. Alright, so go ahead and step off the boat, get on the land here, and then put those iron boots on. Oh, and you're going to need the skull hammer too. Now, the iron boots are the only way you can get over here, so you're definitely going to need them. And I mean, just look at this. It's just insane. And no, you cannot try and walk around it because the wind is very wide ranged. Anyway, there you go. Smash with the skull hammer and it's gone. So now let's go inside and check out what's up. Of course, there's another stone slab, and I get to learn the final song for the Wind Waker. It's another 6-note song, so don't forget this one. So, there it is, the last song for the Wind Waker. Very nice. This is the Wind God's Aria, or whatever it's called. But this, of course, will help us get to the next temple in the game. Alright, now that gave us a clue on where to go next. It might seem obvious, it might not, but the person who houses that violin instrument is on the Forest Haven. So, I'll be going there, but of course I wanted to cut some grass first, because why not? I will say, it is pretty nice having the power restored here to the Master Sword, because now it finally, well, I mean, it finally looks like the Master Sword again. It doesn't look like this, it doesn't look like it was been completely mangled. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and warp again, this time over to the Forest Haven. Go ahead and do that. There it is. Now I'm here. Been a very long time since we've been here. Now, I didn't mean to pull out my grappling hook claw. It's been a very long time since I've been to the Forest Haven, and of course you'll notice I have mail. So let's go check it out. It's not anything important, actually. I believe it was just a letter from. It's a letter from the guy who works on Dragon Roost Island, the postman shop, whatever it is. The place where I went to sort the letters, that is who this letter is from. And it's not even a piece of heart or anything like that. I believe it's only just 20 rupees. It's not even all that important. But, well, you still have mail, in case you like it. I still don't really understand why I have to pay to get mail, but okay, I do. I mean, it's probably something that's super obvious to a lot of people, but not to me. It's from Fado, so there it is, 20 rupees, that's all. Alright, now let's go ahead and climb up and get ready to go on, just making my way up to the inside of the forest as well. And of course, yes, the Deku Babas are going to be here, so I thought I'd shoot them, but it doesn't actually one-hit kill them. But you know what does one-hit kill them is a boomerang. Also, I sped this clip up too, because you already know how to get there, and, big surprise, I fell off again. Because I apparently don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, if you listen closely, you can actually listen to what sounds like a stringed instrument. That may give me a clue on where to go next. So I was trying to get those rupees, but I fell, and I really was annoyed because I hate falling. I hate doing, especially here, I hate whenever things that I try to avoid happen to me. Which happens way more often than I'd like to admit, but I guess the inevitable is the inevitable. There's an Octorok there. You could probably shoot it if you're fast enough, but why waste an arrow if it's just gonna end up killing itself anyway. Finally, now I'm inside. And it's been a little bit since I've been here. Last time I was here, of course, was to do the tree side quest. Of the, I don't know, the forest haven trees, whatever they're called. I am really struggling to remember a lot of things right now. Anyway, I wanted to show this off really quick, and I would advise doing this. There's a small little cave over here, and, well, you probably discovered this on your own if you were just bored and curious. So this is a little place you can go to make potions and such. And basically what I'm going to do here is if you bring Hollow here, if you bring him some Boko Baba Seeds, which is what I'm doing here, if you bring him some Boko Baba Seeds, he will take them and he will infuse them and make them into a potion for you. So I came in here and I made 2 of them, just because, well, you never know what might be up in the next temple, which the next video is going to be covering the next temple, by the way. And it's also really long, so I guess it's also going to be another hour-long video. Anyway, I was trying to find the Boko Baba Seeds, and I could not find them, but they were right there. They were right there the whole time. I just didn't know I couldn't find them. Anyway, I'm going to give the Boko Baba Seeds to him, and I'm going to have him make me 2 of those potions. Alright, now that I'm done with that, I just decided to cut the voice over there. You don't need to hear me say anything. Alright, so now I have 2 of those potions, as well as the elixir soup and the green potion from a very, very long time ago that I still have not used. That's fine. Alright, now what I want to do is I wanted to show off one more thing before leaving. It's a very interesting thing in this game, but still it's something that I will most likely never put enough time towards because I just don't care about it all that much. But still, I think it's a pretty cool thing in this game. I may have spoken more or less a couple times about a place in this game called the Nintendo Gallery, and that is exactly what I'm showing off. The Nintendo Gallery it's here on in the Forest Haven. I believe it also exists in Wind Waker HD as well, but I don't know. I can't really explain to you all that much what it is. You'll just have to go there yourself and figure it out. I think actually a more efficient way to get up there would be to ride those things all the way to the top. But I didn't do that. I just rode them over to here. And, I mean, look, you cut this grass and you'll always get magic from it. It's excellent. Okay, out here is where, well, you'll definitely recognize this place. You can come out here, and then on that island, you may have used the Deku Leaf to glide over to it, just to see what it was. The wind's already blowing in the direction I need it to, so I can just pull the leaf out. And I accidentally turned the camera a bit, but it's fine, I didn't miss it. It wasn't until here I realized that. Okay, here it is. Now, if you want to see this, you want to have a Hyoi Pear on you. And again, this is not necessary, so if you don't have a Hyoi Pear, it's fine. Just, you can skip to this video whenever I leave, because I'm not actually doing anything else important here. Alright. This place, yeah, see this guy right here, he talks about the Nintendo Gallery. And if you look at his bag that he's carrying, there's an original Octorok, there's an Octorok from the original Legend of Zelda game on the NES. It was nice that Nintendo threw that in. Also, his pants are way too high. I'm very uncomfortable, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and hit the switch he was talking about. Go ahead and put the Hyoi Pear on your head, and you can see it right there. I almost missed it, which thankfully I didn't, but if I did miss it, then I can't retry because I don't have another Hyoi Pear. And yes, Beetle has a shop here, but I don't think he actually sells them. And that is it. And for some reason, I could still take control of this bird even while I was flying it there. I thought that as soon as I hit something, it just ends the control with it, but that's fine. Alright, down here in the Nintendo Gallery, very cool and interesting place. It's a very cool place. But still, not really worth your time, even for 100% completion. I will say the Nintendo Gallery is not necessary. He's just going to explain to you what the Nintendo Gallery is. You can take pictographs and then you can send them here, and then he'll make them into figurines, and then they'll all be in rooms. There are 5 different rooms behind me here. But I just don't really think it's worth it. And if you look up here, you can see a seagull as well as masks from Majora's Mask. It's pretty cool there that they threw that in, but there's nothing really important to do here. I just thought I would show it off. I will not be covering the Nintendo Gallery. You're just going to have to look up someone else for that. I'm sorry. It's just very much not worth my time, and I don't care about it. Also, whenever you come out of there, the King of Red Lions will be over here now for some reason. Alright, now I'm going to sail over to the main portion here, although I went over to the waterfall to see if I could hear the instrument again. But you couldn't really. I just wanted to see if I could. This really isn't necessary. You can just sail over to the... Oh. Well, you can kind of hear it right there. And that is what I'm going to investigate next. You can just sail back over to these steps here, and then just get right off. Alright, it's time to investigate what that sound is. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way up there. And you need the grappling hook in order to get to it, just like how you needed the grappling hook to reach Medley on Dragon Roost Island. Go ahead and, believe it or not, you can reach this. Swing on inside. And there's a whole secret room under here. It's nice, and you'll find out. Here's Makar, and yep, he has the same instrument. So, you can probably guess what that means in terms of sages and the next dungeon. Well, I'm pretty sure you guessed it, but yes, Makar is going to be the next sage of this temple. So, he comes down here and he says he's practicing for a song that he wants to play for the next year's anniversary or whatever. And then you pull out your Wind Waker, and then he's going to ask you to conduct for him. And of course, I'm pretty sure you know what to conduct. because I just learned the final song of the game. And I accidentally started conducting the wrong song, but that's fine. So, conduct the Wind God's Aria. Wind God's Aria, I don't know. And we will find out what happens to Makar here. Yes, that's right. Makar is the sage of the Wind Temple, and of course that is where I'll be going next. And I was trying to play the Wind's Requiem here, even though I didn't need to because I was already facing north. I want to go north 1 square and then collect a treasure chart, or a treasure chest from a treasure chart. It's over here on Bomb Island. You remember this place. We've been here a couple of times, and this is a much better treasure chart in my opinion. It's something way more valuable than rupees, of course. So let's go ahead and get it. Well, I was off just a little bit. Let me please go ahead and get it. Very nice. Pull it right out. Yes, it's a piece of heart. It's just totally better than rupees. And that means that there are only 2 more pieces of heart left in the entire game. Look at that. I just wanted to see if I was right. Okay, very nice. Now, finally, let's warp over to Windfall Island and then go north back to Gale Isle. Because finally, it is time to take on the Wind Temple. It's a pretty long dungeon, as I've said. It's pretty long. I think the video for it is probably going to be another hour, so I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that. I think it's pretty tough, but still it's kind of fun. Alright, so let's finally go north, and for some reason it was playing the daytime music, even though it was nighttime right there on Windfall Island. But that's about to be it for this. Finally, here we are over to Gale Isle, and that is going to be it for this video. After the cutscene here, they'll just walk you inside, so join me in the next video where I will be covering how to complete the Wind Temple.